Here we go. Time to reveal artist number 6 for the QYK Guitar Poll. Cannot wait for this guy to return to the QYK Guitar Poll.
Okay.
Happening at the Mahaffey Theater Sunday, November 9th. This man is from Austin, Texas. He was a college golfer. He is probably the best golfer in country music. That is not him saying that. Other people say that about him.
All right.
He has outkicked his coverage by a long shot when it comes to his wife, Kara, who is an absolute doll.
Yes.
He's got 2 young boys. He had a number 1 song that he wrote for somebody else and then decided, hey, you know what? I actually want that song. Can I get that back? Jason Aldean was the guy that he wrote it for.
Man.
He gave it back. That was his first number 1 as a solo artist. And now he has another song called It Won't Be Long. Ladies and gentlemen, returning to the QYK Guitar Poll, George Birge.
Love it.
She only dances the cowboy songs, loves to get lost in the moment. She comes alive when the neon's on, don't wanna leave till it's closing. So I got a 20 on the jukebox to keep it playing. Anything that sounds like wailing, the right is where I'll be staying all night long. 'Cause she only dances the cowboy songs.
What an intro. I feel like I was about to walk into the WWE ring or something.
Yeah,
We got you,
brother.
brother.
10
We
feet
got
tall
you.
now.
Man, it is good to hear your voice. It is good to have you on. It is good to have you coming back. People were kind of still getting introduced to you last time you played our guitar poll, and I think you surprised a lot of people. And you were kind of like the pleasant surprise, like, you know, I didn't know too much about this guy, but now I really like George Birge. And that's got to be kind of fun for you because you kind of get to showcase yourself in a different way at these kind of events, right?
It's so cool. I get to tell a little bit of the stories behind the songs versus just, you know, these big rock shows that we play usually full band. And it feels a little more personal, like getting to know the audience and them getting to know me and how I got there on that stage. And so I definitely left feeling last time like that was one of my favorite markets I've gotten to play. And so it's got us super excited to come back.
Aw,
Well, that's why we're inviting you back.
Yes.
So thank you for being available.
I cleared my schedule for this one.
Exactly. You got to. Well, let's talk a little golf for a second here.
Yes.
I've talked to Matt Sell multiple times about you, and I know he is not the best golfer, but he tries. But that doesn't keep you from taking money off this guy.
You know, I have so many friends in country music that think that they want to gamble with me on the golf course, and I beg them not to. But, you know, at some point you got to teach them a lesson. I mean, Matt was a college basketball player. I was a college golfer, so it's not really a fair fight. He's also 6'8", so I would stand no chance on the basketball court against him. So I try to keep it to the golf course. But I got a bunch of people gunning for me right now. Jake Owen has been blowing up my DMs. Zach Top's coming after me. So, you know, I'm just out here trying to let these guys know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Jake Owen also played college golf at Florida State, so he's got to be pretty good.
Jake's got some serious game for sure. He's got a simulator in his house too, which is, you know, he's got that barefoot blue jean night money, so it's a little bit of an advantage, you know.
So has there been anybody who has beat you?
You know, I'm still waiting on that day, and hopefully.
Are you?
I love it.
I love it. It's fantastic.
That's so good.
Crazy.
Man, well, I mean, hey, you're coming to Florida to hang out. You might as well play some golf while you're here.
Oh my gosh, one of my favorite places to tee it. It's hard to beat down there.
Yeah, it's a good time for sure. All right, so let's get back to music. It Won't Be Long is a single that we are playing right now. It's connecting with a lot of people, obviously, for you, having 2 young boys. This has got to mean a lot to you, talking about, you know, Little League and things like that. Tell me how this song kind of came about for you. Was it kind of sitting on your porch looking at your 2 boys play and it kind of came to you that way, or was this written with some other guys? What's the deal?
It's funny. It's a mix of the two. So last year changed my whole world, right? We had our first 2 number 1 songs, and I went from a guy, you know, chasing a dream to all of a sudden I'm on tour with Brian. I have my own bus. We've got a couple number 1s on the wall, and I'm just in a totally different world. And it was incredible, but what they don't tell you is you have your whole life to write your first album, and then you have about 6 months to write your second one.
Okay, gotcha.
It was time for my third single, and I can honestly tell you I did not know what was next. And this was around Thanksgiving of last year, and I was raised by an old cowboy down in Texas, my dad, and he had come up to Nashville to visit us for Thanksgiving, and I was just standing in the kitchen. I'm looking in the backyard through the window, and I see the tough old man that raised me teaching my little 5-year-old the same thing he taught me when I was that age, how to shoot a Coke can with a BB gun. And it just kind of hit me in that moment that sometimes those memories that seem like they're nothing when you're in the middle of them end up being ones that you hold on to for the rest of your life. Aww. And so I ended up writing that song that afternoon. I called some of my closest songwriting friends, and we sat down, and just the one thing I wanted to make sure on this song was like every story was a real story that I was like pulling from my life. And because I feel like the realer and the more in depth you can go with those images, the more other people can kind of plug their own life into it. And so every story, from Kara and I flipping our first house, to me taking a shot of whiskey to get the nerve up to ask her name, to having our first kid and getting rid of the old pool table that came with the house, to, you know, my number was number 7 at baseball, and now seeing my little boy wear number 7. It's all real life stories. And it's been so fun for me because it's so hyper personal, to see other people plug their own memories into that and tell me, you know, ways that it's connected in their life. And because of that, it's probably been my favorite song I've ever written.
Wow. See, this is why the guitar pull is awesome, because you hear stories like this.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, this guy's not just, you know, messing around up there. He's literally,
this is your
about
life.
His life.
Yeah.
So I love that. Talking to George Birge right now, going to be at the QYK guitar pull on November 9th. Well, brother, we will see you here. Bring your sticks. And bring your guitar. We're going to need that too. But we're going to have a great time with you, man. We can't wait to see you again. You're a great dude. We're always rooting for you. Ladies and gentlemen, George Birge.
George!
We'll see you soon, bud.
Thank you guys so much. We cannot wait to get down there, and we will see y'all soon.
Oh, by the way, are you going to bring Kara?
You know, she would never miss a chance to come down to Florida, so I'm going to have to see if we can't get some babysitters, or we might just have to bring the whole
Bring the
family.
kids.
Yeah,
There you go.
Well, I'll tell you this. And this year, we'll make sure that our sales team is not harassing her.
Yes,
because,
that's right. Oh, my gosh.
Because someone overserved one of our salespeople and was bothering Kara, and so we had to pull her off your wife a couple of times, say, okay, enough.
That's
so
right.
that will not happen again, I promise.
Did you know, she's one of us. We're the same way. We like to cut loose and have a good time.
It was awesome. All right, man. We'll see you soon. Thanks so much.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you, George.